Hello again. We're back with Suzanne, and she has a very interesting topic, something that we probably don't get to hear every day. Suzanne has a vampire story, or theory, or practice.
Um, I'm talking about a fictional being that supposedly arises at night to feed on the blood of the living, but we know vampires don't exist that way. They do exist, and they exist worldwide, but uh, but you can't chase them away or destroy them with the obvious objects that you've read in books or seen in movies. You cannot see these vampires, you only hear them. And if you were to go out and try to find them, you're out on a busy street full of people, you'd never be able to pick out the vampires because they look and dress just like regular people.
So, what? How would we know they're vampires then? What makes them vampires?
Um, because they prey on human ignorance and gullibility, and also um, they're anxious to get hold of money any way they can. Um, Now here, these are what these real life worldwide vampires are: telemarketers,
Hmm.
solicitors, and scammers.
I think that's a good way to put it. I mean, that's a good name, right?
Yeah.
People like that.
Sucking the
vampires.
vitality out of
Now,
people. Yeah.
what kind of warning should we give people about vampires, the real life vampires?
Um, I want to tell you about my own experience with them and why I had to stop um, going their way. Um, I think it began in 2018. I answered some telephone calls, uh, and the callers asked for me by name. Now, how had they gotten my number and my name when they're both um, unlisted? So I asked, what were you calling about? They said they were from some uh, beneficial organization like the police or fire or um, women's welfare. It seemed like they were calling about something charitable. They wanted me to contribute money, and I said I can't contribute that much because I don't earn that much money, and my checking account is always very low. But they wouldn't leave it at that. They made me agree to some minimal amount, and they also sent literature with with a fill in blank and a return envelope to prove that obviously they were a legitimate outfit. So I ended up writing checks. Then because then my checking account was really getting low in terms of balance. The next time someone called, I said, "I'm sorry, I can't do this anymore because um, I've contributed to about a dozen organizations like yours, and my checking account balance is very low. You don't want me to go broke, do you?" But they still would uh, try to brainwash me into making some contribution.
So, how did that impact your life when you found out it was a scam?
Hmm?
How did that impact your life when you found out that it was scamming you?
I was furious because um, um, well, they seem to be telling the truth. I mentioned that groups I did contribute to sent envelopes, literature with their names printed on them.
And how did you find out it was a scam? Like, what gave it away?
Um, I talked to some other people and said, are you getting the same kinds of phone calls I am? And they said, those people are all phonies. When they ask for money, they're not contributing to charity. They're getting it for themselves or to pull crimes. Well, they are committing crimes. And that I should just hang up. But sometimes I thought I should just hang up, but didn't that mean I was being rude to the caller?
Well, it's okay to be rude to a scammer.
They do prey on our politeness. Yeah.
Real vampires. Well, so I would say the only weapon you have against a real life vampire that you never see, only hear, is your hand in order to grab the phone and hang it up. But even then, they don't give up because on the days that I go to work, when I come home and see my message indicator light blinking, I play back all the messages and I recognize some I recognize some callers' names.
Scammer names or people you know?
What?
Like, what do you know the names from? You recognize the names, but from what?
I recognize the name. Well, he says, "Hello, my name's James," or "Hi, this is Samantha." Trying to find out. So I just hung up, or if I was listening to messages left earlier, I hit the delete button when they were finished. Now, some people's equipment doesn't allow them to get rid of the callers right away. See, you're told that if you answer the phone or you're listening to a message and it's a solicitor, you just hit the delete button and the call stops right then and there. But my equipment doesn't do that. I'm stuck with letting the whole message come through, and I can't delete it while it's playing. I'm stuck with having to listen to the whole message and then before I can delete it.
So what's the biggest lesson you learned from this? So what kind of advice would you like to tell people who might be seeing this?
If you answer the phone and the caller says, "Hi, is this Ted? Hi, is this Nancy? Hi, is this Brian? How did you get my name? I don't have a listing in the phone directory." Let's see who that is. No, let's make it. Let's make it.
Okay, all right. Let's see what happens. I have to get the chair out, Suzanne. So let's see what happens.
Hope it's not them.
Hello. Hello. From whom? From where?
Okay, so
Now that was a vampire calling from some legitimate medical outfit.
Oh, okay. So okay, I couldn't hear it, but
Yeah. Before I say anything more, there is one way that I recognize that a call is being made by a soliciting vampire. I pick up the phone, I answer, or I'm playing my messages back. I hear a sound that goes whoop, boop, 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 and that way I know that the caller is a soliciting vampire.
but what is that noise?
Well, like a boop, boop,
No, I mean, what is it from? Like, why are they making noises?
I'm imitating the noise I hear on the phone so that when people answer the phone and hear that sound, they'll know that the oncoming call is from a solicitor.
Okay, so what would you advise people do if they encounter vampires?
Well, you think that simply hanging up will make that person stop bothering you forever? No, that's not true. They're going to keep after you. They keep coming back. So the only weapon you have is your hand to hang up the phone, and also your ear to hear that boop, whoop sound at the beginning of the call. But apparently we're going to be combating audio vampires for as long as the world lasts. And well, all I can say is you know those you can't get rid of those vampires by pounding stakes into their chests. They'll die of natural causes, and then when it comes Judgment Day, boy, will they be in for it.
Yep, there it goes again.
There it
Don't
goes again.
answer it. Don't answer.
Should we wrap it up?
Well,
No, we just did wrap it up. Now I got to see who that is.
well, you have to. See, that's the problem mostly is that people feel like they have to answer the phone. You don't have to answer the phone. You can send a message, you call them back. And if you know the person, so this would be my advice. You don't have to listen to it, but I would say I would let the phone pick up. And then if somebody you know, you call them back. But if it's somebody you don't know, like vampires, then you don't call them back. So let's find out who that is.
I think they're leaving a message. I need to make one more change. I think the last one I think we have just the Made on Earth topic left.
Okay, but I'm still taping, so yes, okay. What do you want to change? Something with vampires or no?
Or topic?
Do we still have one topic left, don't we? Made on Earth?
Yes, but we didn't wrap this up.
Oh! I thought I had by saying when those audio vampires die of natural causes and have to face Judgment Day, they'll be in for it.
That was a good dramatic.
Yeah, and then the phone started ringing. And
yeah.
I was going to ask if you ever try hanging garlic next to the phone. No.
Have a what next to the phone?
Garlic.
No.
Okay, so I guess we'll wrap up.
Someone talking on a phone can't smell anything except in his or her own household.
Well, I'm being silly, Suzanne.
Yeah. Let me say one. Social Security has been passing around information that some scammers are pretending to be government agents. They make threatening calls. They want personal information, or sometimes, like I've said, a caller says, "Oh, is this Suzanne? How did you get my name?" And then they want to verify my phone number or my social security number, information like that. A vampire asks you for stuff like that. Wham!
Okay, so the lesson learned is don't talk to people you don't know. Don't trust anyone that calls you if you're not sure who they are. Don't give your personal information, certainly not social security numbers. Hang up or let the phone message pick up, and then you call them back if it's somebody you know. So that would be advice for people watching, right?
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you, Suzanne. Sorry that you got interrupted twice by
vampires.
By real life vampires.
No, the first one. The first one was Phil. He's no vampire.
No.
Yeah, but we got one phone call you answered, one you didn't, but those two were both vampires.